Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever it is wherever you are, and thank you so much for tuning in to this week's edition of Saturday Morning Sit Downs. In this week's edition of the show, we're going to be talking about why the world loves Spooky Space Kook. And we're going to be talking about the episode itself, which of course was episode 15 of Scooby-Doo Where Are You Season 1, and then the villain itself. We're going to be going over kind of a villain summary, and we're just going to be checking out why people like it, because I've noticed that a lot of people like that episode. So I'm just going in and I'm going to be going through, and we're going to figure out why people like this episode so much. Also, guys, this will be my last, one of my last episodes. Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Monday afternoon. Basically, I won't be making. I think I have one more Scooby-Doo Where Are You Season 1 sit down video that I will be making besides this one, and that'll be going up tomorrow, I believe, for Sunday morning sit downs. But yeah, and if you've been following my timeline, you'll know that my watch timeline, you'll know that I'm actually currently watching the new Scooby-Doo movies. So I'm like 4 years ahead of where I should be. So this will be one of my last videos about Scooby-Doo Where Are You Season 1. And then, of course, we move on to Scooby-Doo Where Are You Season 2, which I think will be a good change because we've been doing a lot from Scooby-Doo Where Are You Season 1. Also, if you have noticed, I have kind of updated the pictures that I talk over when I do like the introductions. I actually have some video now. I actually posted this on my video, I posted this video on my channel a couple years ago, and actually it doesn't have a copyright on it. So I will actually have this because I don't like to make YouTube mad on like the sit-down videos with like copyright stuff. So yeah, so now I have this, and now you guys don't just have to look at pictures, but of course for the Spooky Space Kook, you guys want pictures. I'm sorry, but it's the best I have. So now, so for this video, I'm going to be talking about both the villain and the episode. I already mentioned that, and I'm going to be objective in this video. So that means that I'm not going to have. There will be none of my opinions in this video. I'll just be giving you guys the straight facts and what other people think. But if you do want to know what I think about this episode, it did in fact make my top 5 episodes of Scooby-Doo Where Are You Season 1, and that video is found in one of the cards that are being displayed throughout this video, or you can just go and find it on my channel, of course, in the episode countdowns playlist on my channel. So there's that, but yeah, and basically how this video is kind of gonna go. We'll have the episode summary, we'll have a villain description, and then we'll go through the forums and we'll see why people like it. And then yeah, so that's basically how this video is going to go. But of course, before we get into that, if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button. It really will help this video be exposed to a broader audience. And of course, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything of any sort, post them down below in the comment section. Of course, I respond to each and every comment within a matter of hours. And lastly, if you enjoy Scooby-Doo, classic cartoons, classic Scooby-Doo, whatever, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because for videos twice a day, in the morning at 7 a.m. and in the evening at 7 p.m. Central Time. Also, guys, I've been looking at my analytics, and I've noticed that only like 10% of my views are from subscribers. So we got a lot of people out there who aren't subscribed. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button once again for new videos twice a day, every single day. With that being said, let's get into this week's edition of Saturday Morning Sit Downs. Okay, guys, so we're going to start off with a quick episode summary. It's going to be really brief. But if you haven't seen this episode, go ahead and watch the episode, and then you'll, of course, know what we're talking about. And then we're going to get into a little bit more of a detailed villain description, because I think people really like the villain. I don't think it's the episode. I think it's the villain that makes the episode so good. That's just my opinion, but we're, of course, going to go to the forums, and we're going to see what everybody else thinks. So, first of all, we're going to start off with an episode summary, very quick. So, of course, this is episode 15 of season 1, and this first aired on December 20th of 1969. I believe that this was the last episode that aired in 1969. I believe so. So anyway, here's the summary. So when the mystery machine runs out of fuel, the gang stops at a nearby farmhouse for help, but they soon become involved in a mystery involving UFOs and aliens. So that is going to be the quick episode summary. I'm not going to get real into depth about it because I think it's more so like the actual villain is why people like this episode. So we're going to get into a more detailed description of the villain. So here that is. So the physical appearance, it appears to be a ghostly apparition of a humanoid inside of a blue spacesuit. Skull was visible through the helmet with dull yellow eyes set inside black sockets. The background of the creature's space helmet was entirely dark but occasionally glowed in a sinister red hue when the creature laughed. So it is species, it's an alien ghost, obviously. Its gender is male and it has yellow eyes. Moving on to the powers and abilities, the Spooky Space Kook left glowing footprints and fingerprints that dissipated over after an undetermined time. This was later revealed to be due to rubber gloves, and boots dipped in phosphorus. Personality, it tried to scare off snoopers with its high-pitched laugh. So that's the quick villain description. So next we're going to move to the forums. Now, personally, I am a part of Scooby Addicts Pro Boards. So if you want to be involved with an online Scooby-Doo forum, I highly recommend this forum. This is where I'm getting the information from that I'm about to share with you right now. I'm a member, of course. You can go follow me, do whatever. I post on there occasionally, not very often. I need to start posting more. So yes, so go ahead and follow that. So first, we're going to start off. We have a forum post titled "Best Episode" that has 15 replies. So we're going to see what this is about. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be pausing the recording so I can read through some of the posts, so I'm not just going through them and there's a lot of dead air time. So anyway, here's one that I found. This is from 2013. It's quite aged, but it's quite old. So this one reads, it's the humorous moments, excuse me, I cannot read, like the fact that the villain's identity is not foreshadowed. That is true. As well as the styled design of the Space Kook itself that makes it, as you know, my personal favorite. So based off that forum, we know that it's the humorous moments, of course. So that has to do with the actual episode. And once again, the villain's identity is not foreshadowed. So that's part of the episode as well. And then, of course, we have the styled design. That's part of the actual character. So based off of this post, it's more so leaning towards just the episode. And of course, they say it's their favorite. And based off the forums, this is based off the number of replies and just the energy of the replies. I think this, based off of this site, we can vote this as the best, according to popular vote, the best episode of Scooby-Doo Where Are You? Season 1. Okay, so now I'm reading some responses to some of the forum posts, to that actually specific forum post that I just read. And some responses are, I must say I always enjoyed the Space Kook scream / laugh. So yeah, and I think that's one reason why people do like this episode is just based off, if you were to ask me, I'd say it's mainly the villain. I wouldn't say it's the episode. I'd say it's mainly the villain why people really like the episode. And of course, that goes along with the Space Kook scream and laugh. I think people really enjoy that. And based off the forums, that's what a lot of people are saying. Okay, so I found another response that I'd like to share with you guys. So it says, I love the villain and the setting. So once again, we have the villain, again, which kind of goes around with my hypothesis. And then we actually have that they like the setting, which is something we haven't read about yet. So that's something new. And then, of course, there were many hilarious moments between all of the characters, and the plot was just excellent. So that actually goes along with the episode. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people just like the episode, which leads them to like the actual villain. I'm not sure. That's why, of course, we're going through the forums. Another reply says that they just thought that Space Kook was a spooky villain, so that kind of supports my hypothesis that people like the episode because of the villain. And actually, we have our first response that actually isn't in favor of the Space Kook, and it says, "This is an unpopular opinion, but I dislike the episode. It just seems really boring to me. I like the design and the Kook's laugh, but there were some funny bits and all." But overall, I just found it so uninteresting. And then, of course, they say no hate. Here I have another example of someone who likes a scene. So this person says, yes, it was a pretty good episode. The Air Force setting was actually an ingenious idea. So that kind of supports my hypothesis. But I'm not really sure if there's not really one that's dominating like the other. Like there's no reason for us to believe that, oh, yes, everyone liked the villain and that's why they like the episode. Or people like the episode, which is why they like the villain. But anyway, and the writers managed to use it well. The Spooky Space Kook was certainly a scary villain, and his laugh was quite unsettling. And I think that's one of the main things as well, is people thought that his laugh was unsettling, which of course does support what I said, which is that people just like the episode because of the villain. Okay, guys, so now that we have read through a lot of the forum posts on, of course, my favorite favorite forum site. Which of course, I'm not sponsored, obviously, but I really do enjoy this site. But anyway, so to conclude, I think it's really like 50-50. I don't think you can say that people like the episode, which is why the villain's so popular, or people like the villain, which is why the episode is so popular. I really don't think you can say. I think it is undoubtedly one of the favorite episodes from Scooby-Doo Where Are You season 1. But I think it has to do with the villain, but of course there is evidence to back up the episode as well. So I think it's a combination. I think just a lot of people really, really like this episode. So I know I didn't directly answer the question, which I was hoping to answer, but of course I did learn a little bit, and I hope you learned a little bit as well. And that's mainly what we're here for this channel and for these videos. So with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like to expose it to a much broader audience. Of course, if you have any comments, if you want to criticize the way I make videos or how I structure videos or whatever, comment that down below. I'll respond, and of course, I'll make any needed adjustments that you guys want me to make. Lastly, if you enjoy classic Scooby-Doo, normal Scooby-Doo, or cartoons, classic cartoons, whatever, it fits everything. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for new videos twice a day, every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. And of course on Mondays, an additional upload for 3 uploads in one day. One, of course, an addition of one at 12 p.m. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning I'll see you guys tonight in an episode short, and then of course tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. sharp for Sunday morning.